Hello traders, Doc here. In this video I'm going to talk about some good opportunities to trade from a previous week. I'm going to talk about some trades that I took and also some trades that I missed. First, I want to talk about this Aussie dollar trade that I took. It's actually a very simple trade because all I wanted is to catch the trend. And this is exactly what I did here. We can see here a strong uptrend. We can see higher highs and higher lows. Prices formed this demand zone here and continued to go up. At this moment here, I knew it is too late to buy because what we expect in Forex market, we expect pullbacks. And this is exactly what I did. I waited for this pullback. It occurred. It has formed these few weak rejections and retested this previous demand zone. And that is when I entered. The price then moved very slowly, but I decided to keep it overnight. And it was a good decision because price has moved up and it has reached our take profit. So actually this is very simple trade because all I wanted to do is to catch a trend, bullish trend in this case. And as we can see here, we have strong trend, we have this demand zone creation, and we have pullback, retest of this previous demand zone. And this is where I decided to buy and price has reached my TP. Next trade that I want to talk about is this euro pound trade. We can see here that price has formed this strong bullish move and tested this previous resistance zone. This zone is very important to me because firstly it acted as a support and then price broke it, and then this zone acted as a resistance here, here, and then finally here. When I saw this massive bearish reaction, I knew that I'm supposed to look for opportunities to sell, but I didn't want to sell after this candlestick formation has formed, because usually what happens after strong bearish or bullish candle like this is small pullback. And this is exactly what happened here. I didn't want to sell here, so I waited for this pullback that occurred, and when price formed this another bearish candlestick formation, I just looked for an opportunity to sell. And this is exactly what I did here. I put my stop loss above this previous high and I aimed for this demand zone, but here price became very slow and the market was about to close, so I didn't want to hold this trade overnight and I closed it. Also on a 15-minute chart we can see here some small head and shoulders pattern formation. You can see here this left shoulder, this head, and then right shoulder formation, and then we can see this neckline break with this strong bearish candlestick. So I took my time and I just decided to sell here, and as you can see it was a good decision. So basically this was a simple trade where price formed a strong reaction to this significant zone, and then I just waited for this pullback to occur and finally this bearish confirmation. Previously I said that I usually wait for a pullback once strong candlestick like this occurs, but I want to show a trade that I missed because of that. Here in pound dollar, I didn't want to sell after this candlestick and it was a mistake, but I'm okay with it. So this zone, I marked it as a potential bearish reaction zone. So price has formed this strong bearish engulfing candlestick pattern, but I was expecting some pullback just like I did with the previous example on euro pound. Unfortunately here it didn't occur and price formed this strong bearish move. So unfortunately I missed this trade. I don't regret it because it's always better to wait and to be sure before you enter a trade. I wasn't feeling good about this. I wasn't feeling confident about this trade. I wanted to see some bullish pressure here and then to sell. It didn't occur, so I'm okay with it. This is one example of a trade that I took with the US dollar Canadian dollar. So here we can see this downtrend. It's not very strong downtrend, but we can see here this lower highs and lower lows formation. Here we can see this significant zone that I found. Here it acted as a resistance and then price broke it again, and then retested it. What happened here? Price formed this massive weak rejection and it was a reaction to the news. So price then continued to go up. Of course, I avoided to trade this time zone because of this news here. And then we can see bearish reaction. Bulls tried to push up and break this zone, but they failed with this massive bearish candlestick here. When I saw this, I knew that I wanted to sell, of course, and I scaled down on a lower time frame, 15 minutes time frame, and I decided to sell once the price broke this minor support zone. I put my stop loss above this zone, and as we can see, price formed this massive bearish move and it reached my take profit. As you can see, I take this low stop loss trades around 20 pips, but if you are a swing trader or you like to have higher stop losses, then you can do this and potentially aim for this daily zone. You can see clearly that this daily zone here was important because price here acted as a resistance again here, then broke it, and here it acted as a support. So I knew this was a good place to aim for, but like I said, I'm not a swing trader, so I went with a lower take profit, but it was good enough because price has reached my take profit. Also here we can see a good example of a trade that I missed because it was very early in morning. I don't trade Asian session and I was there, but we can see here this downtrend, okay, and this zone here is also a significant zone. The reason why is because here price acted as a support, then here it acted as a resistance, and then here as a resistance again. So price went back to test this zone again, and we can see here also a bearish trend line. This was a third touch that actually confirmed this trend line. So it was very good to sell. For example, you go down on a lower time frame like H1 and see this beautiful bearish candlestick pattern. It was a great opportunity to sell here with a stop loss above this candlestick pattern and take profit maybe here to aim for these lows or even lower because we expect a new lower low formation. Now I want to show one very bad trade that I took this week. It's on CAD JPY. It is a very bad trade and I will now explain why. Basically, I was just trying to catch a trend, but I entered too late. Here we can see this major high and also a basically resistance zone. Price broke here. It formed new high, higher high, okay? Then went down to retest this previous resistance zone and continued to go up. It then broke this high here and retested it. So basically here we have uptrend with new higher highs and higher lows. And it is a good thing that I tried to catch this trend and to buy. But what I did, I entered too late. So prices from this new higher high here and then retested this previous high. That is okay. So what I did here, I scaled down on a lower time frame and I entered once the price broke this previous higher high. So we can see here this very strong bullish candlesticks. And I tried to buy, which is okay, but the place where I decided to buy is very bad. Why? Because I didn't wait for any pullbacks or potential retest of this previous high and then to buy. I just entered here expecting this bullish momentum to continue, but it didn't. For example, this here was a better example to enter because price retested this previous high and formed this bullish engulfing candlestick pattern. Yes, this would have been a bad decision because price went down, but still, it has much more sense to enter here than here. Also, here what we have is higher showings of this indicator. I use stochastic RSI. Basically, this indicator here told me, hey, take it slow, don't buy here. But I ignored it for some reason. I bought anyway, and of course, I lost here. But with help of a volume profile indicator that I like to use, it's clear that this place here was much better place to buy because here we can see this higher volume profile showings, and also here this is a swing high, swing low, swing low, swing high. So this volume profile indicator showed me that here we have these high profiles that price is likely to retest sometime in the future. And if you draw this zone here, we can clearly see that price has retested this high volume profile. And also here we have this low indicator showings which indicated this bullish move. And this is exactly what happened. Price retested this zone and continued to go up. I wasn't patient enough. I rushed into this trade expecting this bullish momentum to continue, but of course it didn't. Of course it didn't. Pullback has to occur sometimes, and this time occurred just at the place where I decided to buy. So looking at this trade now, especially on 1 hour time frame, this is complete mess. I mean, just look how bad this trade is, especially because I use narrow stop losses. And in this case with CAD JPY, 20 pips was very low choice. So I hope this example showed you how not to trade. There is one more example that I want to show you today. Here we can see this strong resistance zone and price formed this bearish reaction to it. Then it formed the supply zone and eventually price went back to retest the supply zone. Also here we can see these high showings of stochastics RSI indicator. So we can scale down on a lower time frame and look for the opportunities to sell. As you can see here, we have this nice bullish trend line that connects previous higher lows. Also, we have this bearish engulfing candlestick pattern that retested this previous supply zone. Then price broke this bullish trend line and finally it broke this minor support zone. And once price broke this support zone, we can say that this here was very good place to sell with stop loss above this previous high and take profit around this previous low, major low. As you can see, one beautiful sell trade with solid risk reward 1-2. I hope this video helped you, and if you like this type of content, please like and subscribe so I can continue to make more videos like this. Thank you very much and see you in the next video. Bye bye.